We begin in Kabul this morning, where Afghan President Hamid Karzai exclusively tells NBC News that the U.S. is not sticking to a signed agreement between our two countries. NBC's Atia Abawi spoke to President Karzai. Good morning, Atia.
Good morning, Natalie. President Hamid Karzai had some very strong words directed towards the U.S. and President Obama about the future relationship with Afghanistan. He says that the U.S. has violated the strategic partnership that the president signed last week, and he says it's a breach of Afghan sovereignty.
We signed the strategic partnership agreement with the expectation and the hope that after signing the strategic partnership agreement, the nature of the United States activities in Afghanistan would change.
U.S. casualties have dropped compared to 2011, but still 300 Americans died in Afghanistan this year alone. As for Afghans, the United Nations says that 3,000 civilians were killed from January through July.
So who would you say is behind the insecurity? Is it al-Qaeda, is it the Taliban, or is it someone else?
Part of the insecurity is definitely coming to us from terrorism and the attacks of the Taliban. Part of the insecurity is coming to us from the structures that NATO and America created in Afghanistan. The private security firms, the contractors that they promoted at the cost of the Afghan people, and the way they behaved with the Afghan people and the anger that has caused in the Afghan people and the resulting insecurity.
Would you say you believe that some of these would be intentional insecurity brought by NATO and the United States?
There is a very strong perception that some of that insecurity is intentional, yes.
And when I asked him if he trusted the United States' motives in Afghanistan, he said, once bitten, twice shy. Natalie?
Atia Abawi in Kabul, Afghanistan. Thanks so much, Atia.